Hi guys, so here we are starting the new project, and as you can see, this time we are going to work on something different from what we were assembling before in the previous build reports. Here you can see the car model from Tamiya, and this is actually a Nissan Z Coupe in 1/24 scale. It should be quite an interesting build, and if you missed the review of this particular model, you can find it on our YouTube channel. It was an interesting release, and interesting because we have the molded in bonnet and also molded indoors as well as the trunk, so you won't be able to open them, and yet we get a lot of interior features and we do not get the engine, obviously. Nevertheless, it will be interesting to work on the external features. It will be also interesting to try to replicate something different from what we have in terms of the possible colors, because I think this yellow color was used almost by anyone building this car, and of course this blue as well, so nope, definitely not this color. And if we open it, just give me a second. By the way, the original car, or the real one, was released in August 21. So here is what we have inside. Oops, that's the bill or check for the kit, because it was purchased with help of your donations. So here, as you can see, we have exactly the same parts as in the review. What I would like to do is take the assembly manual and check what will be needed, what is necessary to do on the first step. So just give me a second, I will take it out right now. Of course, we have the black and white manual, there is no surprise in that, and on the first page we have some safety devices. So yeah, assembly process starts with the lower floor panel here, as you can see, then gradually we continue with the brakes. We also install this subframe. We continue with the tie rod for the steering. We also have the, I think here we have differential case, and also, as far as you can see, some suspension parts. So it will be plenty of stuff to do. Why? Because we have to do some masking here. So let's start with this lower thing, and then gradually we'll move on to other steps. So here you can see the final result of this build, and I would say it was quite a long build because it took me almost a year to finish this model, and I don't know why, because overall the kit itself is really good. There are no possible issues or, let's say, problems with the fitment or with the quality. Everything is quite nice. This is a typical Tamiya, and if you are looking for a car model, this is definitely an interesting thing to choose. Even though we have the pre-molded doors, we have pre-molded bonnet, even the trunk is closed, so this is quite a shame for this build, especially considering that the engine bay here is also quite nice. At least we get this. We get the nicely detailed lower section of the vehicle, which is barely visible once you assemble the vehicle, as you can notice. Also, I kinda failed with the paint scheme, so I choose the paints from Zero Paints. If camera will focus, it was Epson NSX Blue, so quite an interesting shade, quite nice one, and it comes out of the bottle as satin color. I was trying to get the gloss finish, but as you can see, it barely reflects the light. I'm not sure why it is like that, and maybe for the next build I will try to use the gloss lacquer from the real car paints. Maybe it will give a better result. I applied here even the ceramic coat and still it didn't help. Also, the decals from Tamiya were not the best experience so far, and I still wonder how they get away with such quality, because as you can see, there are a lot of baking paper or baking film, and this is definitely not a good thing to see in 2023. So if you plan to assemble this model, definitely remember those things. But overall, I really like the design because it allows you to build the model without the black section, so you don't have to mask anything, you just install it separately and you get this nice finish with the black top. And this is really cool idea, and the overall parts design is also, let's say, facilitating the nice paint scheme without any unnecessary masking. So really cool. And also you can notice that I painted the wheel rims in a silver color, but in a stock they come as a black color. I also made few modifications with the lights, for example. So here I used the neutral light without any orange accents. I also painted this, you can notice the seats bolsters in a car body color just to match it, and also the door panels and the instrument panel or dashboard is also painted into this color, so also quite cool. Camera will not be able to focus probably, but you will see it in the build video anyway. What I do not like as well is the build up of the rear section, so the rear lights are assembled or painted with help of decals, as you can notice here, and this is definitely not a smart solution, at least with the quality of the decals from Tamiya. But overall I like the design of this car. We have the movable front wheels, as you can notice, so this is definitely not the main feature for me, but it is here in case you need it for position. And overall, the shape of this new Nissan looks great, both in real life and as a model, so definitely something to consider. So this build is finished. I hope you enjoyed it, even though it took some time. So now it's time to move to something different, and I guess we will take a break from the car builds as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape,